Hi everyone, I'm Alex from International High School for Health Sciences, and I'm going to talk about storytelling to build community. One of the most powerful things about storytelling is it allows students to create a connection with each other. It opens a window into the lives of those who are different, and it allows them to identify similarities with some of their classmates as well that they may not have known existed. There are many academic benefits. However, I think one of the most important ones is that they internalize the composition of a story and the elements of a story by telling their own story more so than they would if they were just analyzing the story of someone else. To get started, I look at a lot of stories. Usually The Moth is what I use, and also a lot of student stories. They're also found on The Moth, and some of the previous students that I've had, some of their recorded stories. I also model them. I tell a lot of stories myself, and by taking that risk and being vulnerable myself, that shows the students that they can do it too. And sometimes I also have other teachers share stories, and that helps as well because they get to know them better. We create a community agreement similar to something you might do in advisory. Then I pick storytellers, and some volunteer, and then after that, we just do them at random. The first round, they tell the story of their name, similar to what you might use in an icebreaker for advisory also. Where does your name, what's the origin of your name? Who gave it to you? Do you like it? Etc. And then I have students in the class look for the elements of the story. They don't give any kind of qualitative feedback. They really just identify what they heard in terms of story, like resolution, characters, conflict, setting, things like that. Then they do similarly a story of a photo. They describe the photo. Before they show it, they describe it. Who's in the photo, when was it taken, and why is it meaningful? And then they reveal the photo to the class after they finish. We also do a round of feedback with that. Finally, they do the story of an object of importance, not a phone or any kind of technology, to be sure, but stuffed animal, a piece of jewelry, a musical instrument, things like that. Where did they come from? How long have they had it? Why is it important? And then some kind of resolution. Students also give feedback to that. In the final project, they pick one of those three stories and revise it. We'll work on it a little bit, and that will be the final story that they tell for their project. There's also a rubric. I have to add that they do not use notes. There's no script. There's because I think it's much more useful and powerful if they directly address the class and their fellow students rather than memorizing or rehearsing or scripting something. It's their story. I remind them so they will remember it because it's the details from something that they've experienced personally. Finally, we make a community event, which is in which about 8 students who would like to will share to the larger community, so other classes, staff. Sometimes we have friends visit. This year we did a pre-recorded Zoom event in which a lot of families and friends came, alumni, but generally we just do it within the school, and that's also a lot of fun and kind of exciting, and we record it and then they share with other family and so forth. If you would like to see the stories from this year, you can go to this link, and here's the password, and you can see the ones we recorded for this year to get some idea of what the final event looks like. And if you'd like to know more about doing stories in your class, I have lots of information I'd be delighted to share, so you can email me. You can also find the link to these slides here. So I hope you try this. It's tons of fun and I think really, really useful. So good luck. Thanks.